oh, do you think it's weird that you used to be a street artist and now you do graphic design and do art shows and have a clothing line? Like, first of all, I'm still a street artist. Second of all, the whole time I just said, I'm an artist and designer. I do stuff in a lot of different places. The street is democratic. You can go out, do your thing, and if you don't get caught, no one can stop you. So, you don't have to have some, a gallery say, well, that's not what we're looking for, or get a permit or whatever. It's just, it's immediate, and I think that that's really valuable. But I also think that there's a lot of different platforms that are great for disseminating art. T-shirts, album covers, even a commercial project. I mean, living in a capitalist society, if you accept that there's going to be advertising and marketing in your face all the time, to at least make it okay to look at, clever, less annoying. I think that's a triumph, But also I think there's some really creative ads out there, and I'm opposed to people's susceptibility to manipulation, but I'm not opposed to advertising. I don't, yeah, sure. There's plenty of sort of ruthless companies, and studio number one won't work with companies that we have an ethical conflict with. By the way, even though the whole principle is we make money from that stuff, and then we try to do good things in our other area. A little bit of a Robin Hood strategy. I still have been asked to do stuff for Hummer, for Camel, for all a bunch of stupid companies that I wouldn't do stuff for. But the hilarious thing is that I get called a sellout all the time now just because I'm doing okay. But I'm very, very, very ethically strict about what projects I'll do now. Whereas when I first started, I was just like, okay, bootleg bum equipment sweatshirts, I'll do it. I need the money, I think that's one of the. If I'm gonna have to spend some time in purgatory, it's gonna be over bum equipment, I think. But anyway, the street art and graffiti show is a really good show, and my hope is that it makes some people that have just sort of closed their eyes and ears about graffiti just think that everyone that does it should have their hands cut off. They'll maybe see that show and realize that there's some really good art there, and that they should look at the